Boom, what's going on, Warriors? Welcome to Boom Athletics. What we're gonna go over right now is our barbell squat setup. So we're gonna go over the setup right now. We're not gonna go over the mechanics of the movement or anything, just how I personally like to set myself up, and I like to set my clients and my people up with the barbell squat. There's a few different ways we can do this. We can do this for a low bar, or we can do it for a high bar. I also set up some hybrid stances for some of my people as well, depending on their biomechanics. But the setup is essentially the same. I'll go over both versions though for you guys. So the first thing we want to pay attention to, no matter what style of squat you're using, is the grip. So first, just getting mentally prepped, you're ready, getting up to the bar, and we're going to go over our grip. If there's any way possible that we can start to activate the central nervous system, this is going to be it, and just engaging tight here. What I like to do is just push that fleshy part, that muscular part of our right next to our thumb, back out at me. Start with the pinky, nice tight grip. Really start to squeeze the hell out of the bar. Pretend it stole your lunch, pretend it stole your cookies, your cake, all that delicious stuff, or your wife. So you're going to get nice tight grip on the bar. I want you to measure out at least thumb distance from this line right here. This line may vary slightly depending on your bar. We'll go over the bars in the future. Usually you'll have a line right here, like the gnarl. You'll have a perforated area for you to hold on to. If you have that line, I like to go thumb distance out from here or thumb knuckle. The tighter for me, the better, because it's going to help me be able to pull that bar tighter onto my back, and it's not going to move around as much. I'll show you real quick actually, because if I'm out here, if I have a loose grip and this bar can move like this, that's not good for me. I don't really like that. If I'm really tight in here, there's less chance that that bar is going to be wiggling around and wobbling without me moving as well. So we want a nice good grip. You can go thumb distance, thumb knuckle. I prefer thumb knuckle for now. That's my stance for our setup. Next thing is going to be just getting under the bar itself. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be too relaxed when you get under the bar, because chances are you're going to end up sitting that bar right on top of your spine or right on top of one of your vertebrae, which can be very uncomfortable and may even dissuade some people from actually doing barbell squats, or people might start using silly pads and stuff like that when they don't need to. All you need to do is start to focus on your elevation, and what you're going to do is bring your shoulders up into elevation, make a little shelf with your traps, and then you're going to pull it back. Even if you don't have big traps, you should have enough muscle there to be able to rest the bar on it, especially once you do the full elevation and retraction there. So once we're here, squeezing, we're going to get under that bar, get it onto the traps. From here, what I want you to focus on is being aggressive at this point. Now we're doing something where we're trying to get stronger, and we want to do it in kind of a mean way, because that's how you're going to get the best out of it. If you're delicate with the bar, you're going to feel delicate. So there's no reason we need to get under as if we're a 90-year-old lady who just had surgery. We're going to be warriors. Get under the bar, squeeze it, make sure we have that thing nice and tight, get aggressive, get right under here. Now depending on that high bar or low bar, that will change your setup here a little bit. The high bar is going to be right at the bottom of the neck at the top of the traps. A low bar is going to be on the back of the shoulders near the bottom of the traps here. Okay? So just for the sake of it, I'm going to go high bar, get under here. So this is another point where I really want you to pay attention, because I have a lot of people who will start to take the bar off like this, which isn't the best, because first of all, I'm already in kind of a weird position to set up. I have a long way to go. Not only that, I'm putting some of the stress here on my erectors and my lower back, more than I need to at the very least. And then I'll see some people setting up with their feet back. You see my feet here? So right here, they'll do like a little good morning and pull the bar off like that. Now, with using just a barbell, using 45 pounds, not really a big deal, but when you start to get into the big girl and the big boy weights, it's going to make all the difference in the world. So we want to conserve as much of our energy as we can. We want to make sure that we're getting the most out of our lift. Setting up, we shouldn't be wasting any energy. What I do want you to do, once you're set up here, is get both your feet right under your hips right under your spine. This way, all I gotta do is stand. I don't have to lean, anything like that. Stand straight up. Once I'm there, it's easy to get out of here. Clear. Okay? So that's the next thing I want to go over is your steps. So once you stand up here, we don't need to do all these exaggerated steps to get clear from the bar or clear from the rack. Just small steps will go a long way here. 1, 2, I'm more than a foot away from the rack already. So once we're here, we don't need to take all these steps and adjustments to adjust here. We don't need to do any lunging steps backwards. 2 small steps. 1, 2, and then you can make any adjustments once you're there, maybe a little foot movement into the right spot, and then you're ready to squat. So that's our setup. The only other thing I can mention right here is your setup for a high bar, low bar. Your high bar is most likely going to be a little bit tighter stance. Again, it depends on the person. Your low bar is going to be a little bit wider outside of the hips here, and we're going to go a little bit wider with the knees and the hips as well. So we'll get into all that stuff as time goes on. I just want to make sure you guys know the setup, or I hope this helps someone with the setup out there and improve your squat and helps you not waste energy or get stronger. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys, I invite and implore you all to subscribe to become warriors. Join our Facebook as well. Find me on Instagram. I'll put all the links down below. Make sure to like this video. Hit it hard as always. Boom.